if I hadn't previously been overly concerned about marrying someone outside of my race. That's just me being 1,000% transparent and honest. But I'm not, and I've said it, and I used to be ashamed of saying it. But, relationships are about compromise. And I would say, I'm not meeting anybody halfway to stupidity. It's not going to happen. And I used to feel bad about saying it, but that is how I felt. And it's how I feel. I'm not meeting anybody halfway to stupidity. I'm going to lead. You're either going to trust my leadership and go down with the ship or rise with the ship. But me just placating you to make you feel good, not going to happen. Shamika, jump back in here. I don't even know if I got a question, but I just...
Yeah, I was going to say too, a lot of women, and you've seen Black women just become hypersexualized. Like, of course, it's okay to be in touch with your sexuality, but to be hypersexualized and to think that that's all that matters to men, that's not all that matters. I've had a lot of men that just want some peace. And I always say, she that brings the most peace gets the most time. Sex is important, but if you got to deal with sex and somebody, constantly belittling you or talking back or running their mouth, you can go get sex somewhere else where there's peace. You can go get sex somewhere else where there's a cheerleader telling you that you can do it. When there's not somebody telling you that you ain't shit, you can go and get sex from that person. So when you think that sex is going to keep a man from actually doing what his nature says, you're just stupid, because no man in his right mind, when he really wants to get in touch with who he is and his masculinity and fulfill his purpose in this earth realm, the purpose that God designed him for, is going to willingly submit to being mistreated consistently at home. No man in his right mind would do that. So women, I think, need to start actually listening and stop thinking that you're going to keep fighting against these men and get these men to change their mind and belittling them, telling them, oh, you're gay if you don't want me, or you don't like your own people if you don't want me, or your mama is Black. He know his mama is Black. And sometimes his mama is some of the reason why he don't want to continue to deal with your foolishness. He had to deal with his mama. He don't have to deal with you. And that's what women need to realize. So you're going to keep fighting a losing battle if you think that you're going to convince a man to go against who God designed him to be, especially one that's trying to follow after God. It's going to be a losing battle.